Hi, welcome back. This is Get This Glowing. My name is Jeannie and this is a channel for the over 40 female that happens to like makeup, skincare, and lifestyle. If that's you, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, ring that bell so you don't miss a thing. Guys, in today's video, we are going to be talking about the Viseart Spritz Edit Palette, and this is just a beautiful, beautiful palette, and it is really, this is just so cute, guys. Look at this. It has these little bubbles on the outside of the packaging, and most of the little edit palettes do not. They're just plain and simple, and this one is just so adorable. If you don't know, this is available on the Beautylish website for $39. It's also available on the Viseart website, which is where I picked mine up at. It is described as an eyeshadow palette inspired by the legendary Spritz cocktail. Here's a shaken not stirred selection of 12 eyeshadows. I'm going to swatch them for you. This is Ciambella. I hope I'm saying that right. But this is described as a cool beige with a matte finish. Then we have Prosecco, a champagne with a metallic finish. I did use that one on my lid today. That's the shade that's on my lid. It's absolutely gorgeous. Tarocco, which is a warm taupe with a matte finish. And this is also on my transition, as my transition shade. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Then we have a warm brown with a matte finish. It's called Brioche, and I do have that one on today, and that's your top row, and it's just absolutely beautiful right here. Then we have Limoncello, which is a gold metallic, a cool gold metallic. Then we have this beautiful, oh, this is so pretty. It's called Spritz. It's a vibrant coral with a metallic finish. There's little bitty gold flecks in that. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Then we have Fizz, a dark brown with a metallic finish. Beautiful. Then Arancia, a warm gold with a metallic finish. Balmy, a cool bronze with a metallic finish. Scala, which is a deep bronze with a metallic finish. Ooh, that's so pretty. Granita, which is a deep coral with a matte finish. And the last one is Figura, which is a dark plum with a matte finish. And so there's your entire palette. It's absolutely beautiful. I really am loving this colorway for this palette. It's really, really pretty, and you know I am such a sucker for these corally shades. A coral palette really just speaks to me. Anything that is warm speaks to me, and I am loving this. Now, this is $39. I love the Viseart formula. I love the edit palettes. I usually pick these up. I love the way that the pans are magnetized. They just slip right out. So you can customize the palettes. If you're going on vacation, you want specific colors, you want to just customize it for your specific liking to take on vacation, you can just make these little edit palettes anything that you want, and you're off and running for whatever look that you're going to need for your specific vacation. So I am a big fan of the edit palettes. This is what I didn't think about. When I saw this come out, I got so excited at the new edit palette that it totally slipped my mind that I already had the Apricotine Petite Pro palette. So if you have these, are there any repeat shades? No, not in name. No, the same names don't exist, but how close is it in the shades? So let's have a look. So the ones that seem to really be overlapping are not so much the corals, but the lighter shades. So let's look at that. So this shade here, Meringue, let's see how close that is to this shade here. And hopefully you're able to see that. Let me come in a little bit closer. So this shade is very similar to this shade that is called Tarocco. So if you have, what is this one? Apricotine. I'm not really sure how you say it. You are going to have some similarities there. So just to be aware. Then you have the shade Praline from the Apricotine palette. And it is going to be very close to the shade Brioche. So that's going to be similar. Then the shade Dolce. That is a pretty dark shade that you're not going to see. It's going to be a lot darker than, let me put it on the other side, than Brioche. So you're really not going to have an overlap with that one, because this shade down here that's in tonal value, the Scala, is a metallic. So the shade Dolce would work very well with this one. So one's a metallic, one's a matte. So they would actually complement each other very, very nicely. So in some of the cases, I see that the palettes are going to work very well together. So then you have the shade, that same shade, Scala, and then you have the shade Bourbon. And so here is Bourbon and here is Scala. And they are very, very similar. Both are metallics. So you're going to have that overlap. And then you have the shade Balmy. And you have the shade Sugared. And then you also have the shade Sugared, and Arancia is looking pretty much the same. So you've got that shade overlap. So if you've already got the Apricotine palette from Viseart and you are thinking about picking up the Spritz Edit Palette, it means that you're basically going to be getting only about 8 new shades. But it also means that you're going to have 2 palettes that are going to work very, very well with each other. So you're going to have to think about that and decide whether you really think that you need or want the 8 extra shades, and if it's worth for 8 shades the $39 price point. So, like I said, had I remembered that I had the Apricotine, it would have been a little bit harder to have pulled the trigger when I pulled it. So I'm very happy that I have this palette. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Now, here's another little bit of food for thought. The Charlotte Tilbury Copper Charge palette, I believe that's what they're calling it, is a lot more expensive than this, and I did not buy that one, and I would much rather have the Viseart. It's just my opinion. And what I did pair with the Viseart on my eyes, what I'm wearing today, is the blue eyeliner from Charlotte. So I did pick up the Eye Color Magic Liner Duo, which I'm very happy with. And I used it with my look today. So if you are thinking or are on the fence about picking up the Copper Charge palette for blue eyes from Charlotte, then that retails for $53 and the Viseart is $39. And the Copper Charge is only 4 shades and this one comes with 12. So this is the better buy on that. And this look, I think, looks fantastic with Charlotte's blue Eye Color Magic Liner Duo. I just absolutely love it. It's a dual-ended pencil. And I used this end right here, which is the matte, on the 2/3 outer portion of my eye. And then I flipped it over and I used the metallic on the 1/3 inner portion. And that's what I used today with this Viseart palette. And I just think it came out really, really good. I just loved it. And then for my face today, what I used was I paired it with Charlotte's, one of my favorite things from Charlotte, which is the Stone Rose Face and Cheek palette. This is actually called the Instant Look in a Palette, and I used this today for my highlight and my bronzer and blush. I just absolutely love these Instant Look in a palettes that she puts out, and this is absolutely one of my favorites. And I used this today, followed with the Stone Rose lipstick. This is so gorgeous for any time that you're using a coppery eye. It just can't be beat. It has just a hint of orange copper rose to it. You just can't put your finger on it exactly, but it looks so good with this type of an eye look. So if you love a copper eye, or if you do have those blue eyes or a brown eye, oh, this is the lipstick to be had. So this is one of those lipsticks that you just really need in your arsenal. It's one of my favorites. I use it every time I'm going to do an orangey, coppery eye look. You just need this. So if you have that Copper Charge palette, this is the lipstick you need to add to your arsenal. It is so good. It's wonderful. So I love this. This is I believe it is a kissing yes, it is a kissing formula. And those are my favorite. I just can't help it. I'm like, it's a kissing formula. It fell from the lipstick tree. I can't help it. Oh my goodness. I love Charlotte's lipsticks. If I'm going to buy a bullet lipstick. I just love hers. They are so good. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I am really not sorry, and I'm just a little bit thankful that I forgot that I had the Apricotine, because it made my choice easier about purchasing it. And I'm really glad I have it in my arsenal. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you have not subscribed to my channel and you'd like to be, just go ahead and click that subscribe button down below, or you can hit the bobblehead. It'll be up for you at the end of the video. I appreciate you tuning in and spending a part of your day with me. I look forward to seeing you in my next video, but for now, smooches guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.